Hi Taurus, welcome back. I'm Nan and this is Silky Intuitive. This reading that I've got for you today. First, we look at your career path, your projects, anything you're working on developing that is not only fulfilling, but lends to your financial growth. Here we talk about your money, your actual finances, how that's developing. And a lot of times we can connect the two stories here between the career path and the finances. Now, after this reading here on YouTube, if you want, you can go over to my VIMEO channel. And at my VIMEO channel, you can purchase $4.99, a very short feature that talks all about love and money, the connection between your private relationship and your financial growth. Now, let's take a look. Oh, and if you want a reading meant just for you, go over to my Weebly website. Go to the readings page, choose a reading, fill out the contact form, and tell me what it is that you want, and that'll get the ball rolling. Now, let's start here with the energy card that I have picked for my Tauruses for this time. And you drew sisterhood and brotherhood. And to me, that talks a lot about generosity. It can also talk about family money, family history. It may be directly affecting your career path right now. Well, we start with, and I'm going to give you the cards, and then I'm just going to tell you the energies that they give off. We have the Justice card, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. The Page of Swords, the World at the very center. We're wishing for accomplishment. The Page of Wands, the Chariot, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups at the very end tells me that there's some confusion. There's some confusion in your emotional life that may be keeping you held up with the things that you desire, but you have very strong desires. But I think what might be affecting your career path right now is this Justice and the Ace of Swords. That can tell me right away that you are considering removing something from your life, something on your career path that may not be serving you, that may be confusing to you, maybe confusing to others too. But on this career path, there is a sense, a feeling of confusion, but you're definitely on the right path. But with Justice and the Ace of Swords, something definitely looks like it might be removed from your, maybe even completely removed from your life. Maybe you're switching companies. Maybe you're switching banks or financial institutions. Maybe you're choosing a brand new career path because what you were doing maybe just wasn't serving you anymore. But it's more in tune with what it is that you desire with the Queen of Wands. It's more creative, maybe, than what you were doing before. Communication coming on that. So you may be waiting to hear from someone regarding a job, regarding a career path, maybe regarding a move, because the world is here. The world is a completion of cycles, but it talks about serious travel connected to whatever it is that you're doing. It can also talk, when we talk about this Page of Wands, now this world here is surrounded by news. It's surrounded by messages coming. Positive messages coming quickly. That's something that you're desiring to develop at this time. You may be getting clarity on that situation. The Chariot, again, especially connected to the world, something you desire, connected to traveling, and connected to your finances, definitely with the Ten of Pentacles. It can talk about great financial growth, but there seems to be a communication issue. You're having some issues. Maybe it's head and heart issues connected to this, see, head and heart. Between the Page of Swords and this Seven of Cups and this Page of Wands, I get almost a head and heart decision. There's some confusion about a path that maybe you want to take in this life, but maybe it involves travel. It may involve travel away from your family. It may involve travel away from your children. Maybe some of you are not willing to make that change. But there's thought. There is thought being put into this change, whatever it is. You're trying to lift the veil of confusion, especially with the Justice and the Ace of Swords. They talk seriously about bringing clarity to a situation. So even though there's some confusion, there's a valid need to bring swift clarity to the situation. But there's also separation here. And I do feel seriously that somebody may be separating from another person or their family during the situation. It almost links the sisterhood, brotherhood thing. It talks about family unity more than anything. It can talk about the community of mankind too. But I don't think, and maybe even with the world, this is saying that there's a chance, a choice for you to bring a element of brotherhood and sisterhood to not only your world, but to the world as a community through what you're doing. But there's confusion around a decision that really has to be made because there's word coming. And Spirit is saying people are expecting an answer from you soon. So, because there's a need to move forward with plans. And they won't be willing to wait for an answer forever because you're confused. You're going to have to make up your mind. Okay, now let's talk about your actual finances and what we're doing there. It'll be interesting to see what the life purpose card in the VIMEO reading brings, because the life purpose may directly be talking about whatever this is that's happening for Taurus. Okay, now what we want to talk about here with the ordinary playing cards, what we want to talk about here are your finances, like I said. Now, some of you have had the birth of a really great idea. It's time to figure things out. Oh, let me tell you first what the cards are. I'm sorry. The Ten of Diamonds, the Ace of Diamonds, the Two of Hearts, the Five of Spades, the Queen of Clubs, the Five of Clubs, the Six of Clubs, the Ace of Hearts, and the Six of Spades. We've got sixes here. Talks about karma. We've got fives here. Can talk about conflict or feeling on shaky ground or not being on a level playing field as other people. Let's see, though, what the cards say. So, like I said, I really see you've got the birth of a really good idea. Something that has promise. This may be something you've been thinking about doing for a while, but you're learning new ways of doing what it is that this is connected to. And it's all about thinking. It's all about processing. But they're new ideas. They come from a brand new, fresh perspective because you've been working through old issues. It can talk about definitely working through some maybe antiquated issues in your profession. Maybe you're hanging on to old processes that have outgrown their usefulness in the field that you're in. But this talks about building slowly. It's a slow momentum, especially with the clubs. It sort of puts the brakes on things. It slows things up. It makes you take a more thorough look at the things that you're doing. So in this time of wanting to bring more profit, wanting to bring more abundance into our lives, Spirit is saying we may need to put the brakes on some of the things that we're doing so that we can really study and reflect upon the things that we're learning and the different ways we're trying to bring money in may need more thought. But someone is hell-bound to take a risk, to stretch out beyond the norm, to reach out beyond the things that are normal every day to them. Taking a risk, taking a big chance, and reaching beyond to reach the abundant level that you want to be at. Now, we also have new partnerships, or we have a situation where you are perfectly meant for what it is that you're doing. But again, we're looking, especially with the Six of Clubs, it talks about success through growing and learning. And so we connect these two readings because this is about our career and our learning and our growth. And we have great growth here with confusion. We have things coming towards us that justifiably may confuse or scare us a little bit. But we're saying here there's a need for chance based around the things that we're knowing, the things that we're growing from, which will lead to a firmer foundation. It can lead to lifelong security. Whatever it is you're being asked to take a chance on through what you're learning, through what you're growing, it'll bring more lifelong security your way. It brings stability in plans. It also brings a smooth transition from one way of life into another. So whatever fear you may be having here around maybe an offer coming your way that justifiably should be your position, but you're holding back because of fear. Maybe because you need to travel for the situation in order to bring a greater good, not only to yourself, to your family, to the community, but you're also saying you need to do it for simple stability sake. Patience, calm, go with the flow. Okay? Stay grounded and harmonious work environment is on its way. We're at a serious place where we're trying to move away from drama. We want to be away from the unfriendly places where maybe we had been before. We're looking for more sociable kind of business interaction. Maybe that too is where the sisterhood, brotherhood card comes into play. But there's completion, there's fulfillment. Look at this, we've got two aces here. 2 brand new beginnings. You're connecting with whatever your heart desire is. But this is saying you've got some fear to get over. But once you get past this roadblock and choose the path, just pick it. Because this is saying once you pick that perfect path, and you'll know which one it is, there's abundance, there's the culmination of good money there. Really strong, stable stuff for you guys. But you've got to get over the hump. You got to get over the hazard light. And the hazard light is confusion. Once the clouds split, and you can see through the clouds, and there's clarity in what it is that you need to do, you will have culmination of your most wanted desires. Okay, I think that's about all I've got for you in this reading. Now, again, if you go over to the Vimeo channel and take a look, we have Love and Money coming at you, and a Life Purpose Oracle card. So, I'll leave the link down below here if you want to check out that extra companion feature that goes with this. Otherwise, check your sun, moon, and rising sign here on YouTube and at Vimeo. Those videos will eventually be there over the next couple of days, and I'm doing this, the 3rd week in September. Going into the end of September, I cannot believe it already. You guys, we're already into October. So whatever you're working on, Taurus, good luck. Good luck, Taurus. I think my channel is shut down, so I think this message is over. Again, if you want a reading meant just for you, go to my Weebly webpage, and I will assist you there, or reach out to me through my email address, and we'll get together on this, and we'll get you that reading. And until next time, everybody take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and peace.